attract. Let the energy flow like the queen on her throne. I already know I'm the spark, the flame, the fire in their eyes. They reach, they crave, but I am the prize. Intelligent, sharp like the edge of a blade. Every move I make is a power play. Grace in my stride, wisdom in my mind. I built the kind of life I dreamed I'd find. I've become a woman I look up to, strong and untouchable. It's what I do, radiating power, confidence so high. I'm not just living, I'm learning to fly. Men may desire, but I define me. Unstoppable force, wild and free. I've become the woman I look up to, and I'm loving every shade of truth. You can tell that I like that song. Not everything deserves access to you. Welcome back to Becoming Her. I'm your host, Colina Chippy. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad you found your way to this space. If you've been walking this journey with me, thank you for coming back. I do appreciate you. Now, this podcast is for the woman that is learning herself again, not who she was to survive, but who she's becoming now that she no longer has to just survive. Take a deep breath with me. Let's begin. Access is not entitlement. What does access really mean? Access is emotional. Access is energetic. Access is spiritual. Who has access to your thoughts, your fears, your plans, your softness? Not everyone who knows your name deserves to know your heart. Ask yourself, who feels lighter after I interact with them? And who feels heavier? Your energy is not common, it is sacred. Just because someone knows you doesn't mean they have access to you. Just because someone helped you doesn't mean they can enter your peace. Just because someone is familiar doesn't mean they are aligned. Your energy is sacred. Healing changes your boundaries. Healing changes what you can tolerate. It changes your nervous system. It changes your emotional needs. It changes your intuition. If something that once felt normal now feels draining, that is not regression, that is growth. When you heal, your boundaries changes. What you once tolerated now feels heavy. What you once explained now feels unnecessary. What you once stayed for now feels misaligned. You are not changing for the worse. You are refining your standards. Discernment is a spiritual skill. Discernment is the voice that feels calm, not chaotic. It doesn't beg. It doesn't rush. It doesn't pressure. Ask yourself, do I feel peace here or do I feel pressure? Discernment is quiet. It doesn't shout. It doesn't force. It feels like calm clarity. It feels like inner knowing. It feels like peace, not the lack of it. Not everyone can walk into your new season. Some people knew you in survival. Some people were assigned to your survival season, not your becoming season. Some people knew you in confusion. Some people benefited from your old patterns. They were grace for who you were. But your future new season requires alignment, not not familiarity. That word. You are not meant to be accessible to everything. Being kind does not mean available. Being loved or being loving does not mean being open to everything. Being healed does not mean being unprotected. You are allowed to choose your inner circle. Ask yourself, do I feel safe to rest around this person? Do I feel like I can be myself or do I shrink? Your peace is your responsibility. You are the gatekeeper of your spirit. You choose what enters, you choose what stays, you choose what leaves. This is sacred work. No one else can guard your spirit. No one else can protect your energy. No one else can choose your boundaries. This is sacred authority. You are becoming selective, not cold. You're not becoming distant. You are becoming regulated. I've said this before. Your nervous system is healing. Your boundaries are stabilizing. You are not becoming distant. You are becoming discerning. You're not closing your heart. You are learning who can enter. Protect it, guard it fiercely. You are allowed to say no without explanation. No is a complete sentence. No is not rush, it is honest. No is not rejection, it is protection. You do not need to soften your truth. You do not need to justify your boundaries. You are allowed to be clear. Your becoming requires protection. Not everyone who loves you can walk with you into your future. Some people were only meant for the past, and that's okay. You're not losing people, you are refining alignment. What falls away is making room for what fits. Before you go, please like, comment, subscribe if this message spoke to you. It helps more women find this podcast and join us in this becoming journey. Also, before I close, I want to share something close to my heart. If this season of healing, discernment, patience, and self return resonates with you, I've written 3 books to walk with you through it. Becoming Her, a journey back to myself, is for the woman returning to her truth. One Coco full basket. The power of patience, consistency, and small steps. Making of a king. The making of a king. Lessons every boy should learn from his mother. You'll find the links down in the description. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. Now, in closing, you're not becoming distant, you are becoming discerning. And discernment is protection. Until next time, honor your boundaries, protect your peace, and remember, you're already her. You're just learning to guard her spirit. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next episode. What good? Every scar, every tear, carve me into gold. Turn my fears into stories untold. I exude power like the stars at night, a beacon of strength and unstoppable light. I don't bend for love, I stand tall in my glow. The respect I demand is the respect they show. I've risen above what I once left behind, becoming the hero I hoped I'd find. I've become the woman. Sing with me. I look up to, strong and untouchable. It's what I do, radiating power, confidence so high. I'm not just living, I'm learning to fly. And they desire, but I define me. Unstoppable force, wild and free. I've become the woman I look up to, and I'm loving every shade of truth. Every step I take, it's on my own terms. A fire inside me that forever burns. I'm the muse, the legend, the one they admire. But my biggest fan is the woman in the mirror. I've become the woman I look up to, strong and untouchable. It's what I do, radiating power, confidence so high. I'm not just living, I'm learning to fly. Men may desire, but I define me. Unstoppable force, wild and free. I've become the woman I look up to, and I'm loving every shade of truth. I don't chase, I attract, I hold my own. A masterpiece crafted, fully grown.